Call your sponsor. Call your sponsor. Call your sponsor.
Bitch, call your sponsor.
Welcome to Bitch Call Your Sponsor. I'm Sam.
And I'm Misty.
Hi, Misty.
Hello, Sam.
Shall we do our primary purpose?
Yes. Our
primary
purpose is for Misty,
and Sam
to grow
their friendship
and maybe help others.
Just maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
So I wanted to introduce the topic, and then I think quickly, and then I think we could do like a quick check-in and then go into the topic, because I think they both can kind of intermingle. The topic I selected for us for this episode is called Slogans, Mantras, and More. And when I first came in, I always heard, if you can't work a step, just work a slogan. And it was pointed out to me that those funky signs, with the think sign upside down, when they were properly aligned, it would say, live easy, but think first. So live and let live. Easy does it. But for the grace of God, think. First things first. And what's always helped me is actually first things first, because I can get really twisted and overwhelmed and forget what my primary purpose is, let alone what is the next right action, and I've been known to be so overwhelmed that I've then just shut down. I can't even Netflix and chill with, a pint at that point, So that's the topic. And do you want to share about the topic or do check-in? What do you think?
Let's go check-in. That sounds fun. We haven't done that before. You go.
So I think we did last week. If God is my employer, what this week it was like, well, when do I get bonus? Like, what's the structure of this deal? And, I have been looking for work, and I went into it a few weeks ago saying I'm going to just see how many offers I could get to the table, right? And there were 6 floaters. There were then 3 that were coming closer. And then there was 1 offer yesterday. And these are all like consulting, I think, is what it is. And now there's the fear piece, 1 came out from left field. So now there's a potential other 3 that's percolating in the background, which is great. And I, have a hop in my step all of a sudden, and I have, I guess that's financial security. And I'm closer to it. And then I think, well, where's God in all of this? Because I found myself thinking, ooh, maybe I can negotiate all 4 to the table. And do all 4 and leave no money on the table,
Right.
So I think for me, it's just a matter of slowing down to not come from lack and to really stay connected to myself and see what wisdom to know the difference. Deep breath. How about you?
Man, I love that. I love an 11th hour come in with 4 offers. We all knew this was coming, but it just is so gratifying when it shows up. And we'll explore more on where's God in all this. So for me, I looked at my account and I was like, I have money in my account. Like, I have padding. This is great. And then I looked in today and I'm like, I have too much padding. What is going on? And I go look, and it shows that my automatic rent payment hasn't gone in like 3 things or something. And the building hasn't told me. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? Not 3 months, but anyways, I am just like, so it's Sunday morning, right? I can't get any information right now from the bank, from the building, nothing. And I'm like, am I going to be on the street in 5 seconds? Like, what is happening? So anyways, it's just weird how these things happen. Like, the money's there. It's not been taken out. How much trouble am I in? And I can't think of it. I just have to jump on a podcast, let go and let God. My part was there. I'm ready. And, maybe, who knows? But I have to turn it over, let go of my attachment to the results. It's another opportunity to see how it's all going to work out.
I'm over these opportunities, actually. I mean, I've grown enough. Thank you very much. We just need like a little pause button, just like be in the space of, no more growth opportunities for right now, or like even just for the rest of the day. Thanks so much.
Right. I hear you. I personally don't believe God gives me these growth opportunities.
Mm. And what is the belief?
The belief is that I have set out on a healing journey and I get mirrors of this healing journey, and God is overseeing me and just kind of overseeing. And if I need help, I ask my higher self, right? To get through it or to walk through it. So I don't believe God is setting up landmines for me. I more believe that I've said when I got sober, I want to grow as a spiritual individual. Please have things that will help my healing path put in front of me.
So I believe similar, like God's not the Wizard of Oz. My higher power, my understanding of a higher power it's not an entity outside myself. It's not the dude on the cross, that's how I grew up, punishing me for, whatever the preacher was saying, being gay, fill in the blank. There was a whole list of, those things. Covet, thy neighbor's husband. Hello. So I don't necessarily feel that. I just don't actively recall signing up for this path. Like I definitely know I was in a lot of pain coming in, clueless about how grave my condition actually was, because my brain told me that it wasn't so bad, the active alcoholism, doctors had a different story, after they showed x-rays of my liver and, oh, that's why my eyes are yellow and bloodshot, all the time and all of those things. And so I guess, was I willing to go to any length ish, because I didn't even come here with like nothing was on fire. I'm so used to being in denial, whereas like, it's not that bad, and so like, I'm just going to try this out for 90 days. And so was I willing to go to any length? I think that statement, like, as I stick around, I am, because I'm running out of other solutions. The other solutions don't really work, so like no drink and drug, then food, sex, money, justified anger, resentment, gossip, like they don't sustain me. And like, to your point, like in touch with my inner self, they don't actually feed me.
Yeah, they still feed me for sure. And I see it like, okay, so there's an orb. There's like this ball of light. And it is outside of me. For me, God is outside of me. There's this orb, this light of love, and whatever I put towards it, I get back. I put anger out in the world, I'm getting anger back. I put fear and scarcity, I'm getting fear and scarcity. Like it's not in the minutia. I'm directing it. Whatever I throw at this ball of love, it gives back to me. I want to throw love and gratitude. All that to say, it doesn't mean I throw love and gratitude, I don't go through opportunities. Okay, so then I was drinking. The equivalent to that to me is that I was wearing almost like a VR headset of a game through life and not participating in life. I was just like drooling at the mouth, watching this VR headset and like doing nothing to be in life, to grow. So what happened was I got sober. I took off that VR set and I said, okay, I'm ready to have this human experience and all that entails. And so anytime if I really said, oh, I don't want to grow any, that would mean going back to drinking. Like, go pick up a drink. Go put the VR headset back on and don't show up.
Yeah, I mean, it does say in our literature that we agreed we would go to any length for a spiritual awakening.
Yeah, but I just think also on a bigger scale, on a human experience, like we came here as humans to, like, they say it's like a real honor for a spirit to come here on earth and choose to grow in this classroom, because this is the one place where it's so dense that we really forget who we are. We really forget that we're these supreme light, wonderful, loving beings. And so we come here to really evolve our spirit and grow through trials and adversities, because otherwise we don't experience any trials and adversities. It's all, you know, unicorns and pink clouds, you know? So this is where our spirit grows. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I really like this concept. I just, so I don't remember, right? This is like the Lila R story, right? Where she talks about the kid, whatever. I mean, she paraphrased it, but the kid in the I forget the whole thing, but there was a baby monitor, there was a baby in the thing, and then the older sibling, right, basically went to go see the baby or something, and it's very similar in this sense of like, we forgot. I forgot where I came from, right? And I think that that's kind of where I am with regards to my faith and all of this stuff. Like, I spent a lifetime with the glasses on and not in reality, as it were, you know, me being delusional. I almost think that the glasses were how I survived, because what was there was the glasses were protection, as it were, you know, right?
1,000,000%, yes.
Yeah. And so I guess I'm at this awareness right now where I'm like, I don't recall choosing this, you know, but it's like, I understand what you're saying. And I love this conversation because I can't wait to continue to play around with this, you know, on the daily, because it's a growth spurt is what's happening, right? I wouldn't say it's a crisis of faith, but there is definitely more seeking and more, not that I ever stopped seeking, but there's more of a questioning of like, I don't recall signing up for this or choose it, right? It's just,
I know what you're saying. And it's hard when we're in it. Right.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I think I may have mentioned this here. I don't know. I definitely said it to a friend this week, where when I was in a relationship and I gave you advice, it was to hang in there and stay with your relationship. And then when I was out of a relationship, my advice was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's unacceptable. Don't put up with that. Right. So my perspective flavored my response to somebody's situation. And same thing here. I'm not going through it per se, like you have been doing. You have been trudging that road, and you're at the thing, and you're at the light, and somebody's saying, yeah, sometimes we trudge, and you go, yeah, no, fuck trudging. I just went through that. It's awful. I'm at the light. Why would anybody trudge? And I am just like probably going in the tunnel going, yeah, we have to trudge sometimes, you know? So my perspective is definitely flavored by where I'm at. And I realize that. But the thing is, I'm just like, yeah, if we signed up for this when we decided to get sober, I say that we put toothpicks in our eyes and said, we'll keep them open. That's the equivalent. That's how painful this is. And if we don't want to keep them open, we take the toothpicks out and we go drink.
See, so right now I don't want to drink, and I don't want to grasp at, you know, food, sex, money, which have been part of my journey, you know. I don't want to binge TV. There's a lot of things that I just am not being called to. And so I guess it's like the layers where I'm just like, there's nothing left but to actually just experience, right? I think like for me, all those things have been distractions. And now I'm having this experience and I'm not very pleased right now.